Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Today we will extend on our basic knowledge in C. We'll talk a bit more about the main function and introduce comments and the newline character, which allows us to enter into a new row. And then we will write a small program at the end and just help us build a little bit on our foundation. So last video, we did the Hello World video. I introduced the concept of directives. This is the form. Hashtag include in the bracket studio.h right here. And then we introduced the main function and it's written as int main parentheses and void. Then we have the brackets where we can use our executable code in the main function. And at the end of the main function, before we close the brackets, we usually use a return 0 to pretty much show that it's normal program termination. And last, we learned the printf function. This is where we can call upon, this is a function that we can call upon to allow the program to write to the output. It allows us to write whatever we want in those parentheses and show it as an output. So a simple C program, this is the form of a simple C program. So we have our directive right at the top. This can be any directive that we choose. We usually use the studio.h. We will learn more different directives, but for right now, all you need to know is the studio.h for the next few videos. So we include that studio.h within these brackets. Then we have our main function. We write it as int main parentheses. You can include void if you want, or you can not include it, whichever you prefer. And then we have whatever we want to execute, whatever we want to print, whatever we want to add, whatever numbers we want to store, anything like that. That's where we can keep it in within these brackets. We end with the return 0 for normal program termination. So let's talk just a little bit more about the main and why it's so important. And it is very important. Main you will see in every C program because this main function is mandatory. It's special because it's automatically called when the program is executed. And like I said, if there's no return statement at the end of the main function, many compilers will produce this warning message. So the main function is crucial. It's easy to write. That's where all your code goes in. It's simple as that. And printing out the string, we use the printf function that we pull from the studio.h header file. This is where we have our studio.h header file. It allows us to choose from macro definitions to use the printf function. You don't need to know the specifics of how it does that. You just need to know that we need to include the studio.h header file so we can use the printf function. So the thing about the printf function, it doesn't automatically advance to the next output line. So for example, if we had two printf functions, where's my pen? Let's say we have two printf functions, and let's say this one says hi, and then we have another one on the next line. We say hello on this one. How do you think the compiler is going to print that out? The compiler is going to print it as hi, hello, together. To prevent that, we can maybe include a space right here, so it could give us a little space, such as hi, hello. But it will never advance to the next line without a newline character. It will never do this if we do not add a newline character. The newline character is a \n. So this makes the printf advance one line. in the string that's going to be printed. So for example, printf hello world dash newline. So this is advancing the printf function to go to the next line. So let's say I add another printf. Let's just say I say hi. Oops, let's say I just say hi. So what you're gonna see is you're gonna see the hello world. I won't write it out. And then you'll see hi on the next line when it's printed out. But if I do not have this new line character here, this hi would be up here, and it would pretty much be like jumbled up next to the hello world. So this is why we use the new line character. It's very simple. It's a \n, and it needs to be included inside the parentheses. Comments. So comments are very, very simple. They are just pretty much, you can insert comments in your code to maybe remind you of something, maybe write your name for a professor, your student ID, or you want to talk a little bit about the program. But what a comment does, it doesn't allow the compiler to read it as code. So for example, this is a comment. The compiler will not read this. It will not think this is code. It just completely ignores it. That's what it does. So block comments with these, this is how you have a comment. This is how you have a comment. You have that backslash with that star, and another star with a backslash. And this can span over multiple lines. So it can be like this. We start the comment there, and we end our comment there, and we have all this code here. So none of this will be read. So we can have a lot of information or anything we want to include in there, and it will not be read. But this one is a line comment. This right here, 2 backslashes, is a line comment. So anything after this line, let's say I write here, let's say I write something here, that will be read by the compiler, because the compiler, when you write a comment with 2 backslashes, it reads that one line. But anything after that doesn't matter. So what are comments good for? They can be used for thoughts, names, or any type of miscellaneous information that you want to write. So we'll get started on a very small practice problem. So welcome back, guys. So we're going to get started on this program. So before we get started on it, I definitely want to go over the commenting and how to do comments. So we're first going to start with the block comments. How do we use block comments? So we're going to use the backslash and the star, and we're going to write whatever we want. I'm going to write a program that outputs, and I'm going to write what I want you guys to make as a program. So I want you guys to make a program that says, hello, my name is Derek. Then I want it to enter, write what is your name, double enter, my name is Brian. And then we close this block comment with the star and backslash. So this right here, this is not being read by the compiler. These backslashes and stars, they're pretty much telling the compiler to not read this. Just skip over this. I do not want you to read it. Whatever it's in here, do not run it through the compiler, pretty much. So this way we can write whatever we want. For example, I can write this text and it won't matter. It's not not passing the syntax. It doesn't have to follow what the syntax of C means. So I can write whatever I want. So I want you guys to write the program that says, hello, my name is Derek. You write, what is your name? And then again, my name is Brian, but you have to follow this proper formatting. I want your compiler to spit it out exactly like that. So you guys can pause the video while you guys try to figure this out, but I'll just get started on it right now. So I want to include my directive. My directive for this is my studio.h header file, which I will be pulling the printf function from it 3 times to print out, hello, my name is Derek, what is your name, and my name is Brian. Then I want to create my main function. Now I want my executable code within here. So now I want to get started with creating my project. I'm going to use the printf function. I'm going to write inside these quotation marks, hello, my name is Derek. And I want to make sure that I have the newline character so it can enter into the next line, so it can proceed to the next line. I'm going to use another printf function. I'm going to say, what is your name? Now I want it to enter twice because it needs to proceed to the next line. So I need one newline character, and then to the next line I need another newline character. So in this I want 2 newline characters. Finish that with a semicolon and use another printf function and finish it with my name is Brian. Semicolon at the end. And again, before you finish the main function, you want to return 0 so it shows normal program termination. I will run this to see what is our output. So as you can see, hello, my name is Derek. New line, what is your name? Double new line, my name is Brian. But what if we didn't have these new line characters in here? How would it look like? So subtracting those, backspacing those new line characters, this is how it looks. It looks all jumbled up because it doesn't go to the next line. It doesn't advance. It's going to stay all at the same line until we have that new line character. So what we're reading is pretty much jumble. It's hello, my name is Derek, what is your name? My name is Brian. But it doesn't look nice to the eye. Another way that we can do this, we don't have to have 3 printf functions. We can use one. What I'm doing is I'm just commenting this out so the compiler doesn't read it, just so you can compare to the other one that I'm going to do. So let me put these new line characters back. It doesn't matter, it does nothing for the compiler since it's commented out. It's just so you can compare it to what I'm going to do next. So what we can do is we can use just one printf function and we can write everything in there. Hello, my name is Derek. A new line character, no space. What is your name? A double new line character, no space. My name is Brian. And semicolon. Let's run that and see what happens. Ooh. Printf. I had the wrong printf function. I misspelled it. And there you go. Hello, my name is Derek. What is your name? And my name is Brian. And let me get rid of this make file. But look at the difference. It's much more legible if you have it this way. Much easier to not make a mistake. But you can choose how you want to write it. Every person that does their own program writes differently. So whatever you prefer, I present to you both of them. You can write however you want them to. So thank you guys for your support. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more C videos. The next video we will be looking at identifiers and variables. Thank you guys.